Well, YouTube have done something I've never seen them do before, and that is take something to full release in a matter of like a month or two. And what we're talking about today is gifted memberships. Not that long ago, I made this video here where I talked about the announcement of gifted videos and how it was working for the beta, which hasn't really been running that long. And today, as I'm recording this, they've announced that it is now available to all monetized creators. So if you are a monetized creator, you can potentially have gifted memberships or membership gifting or whatever the heck they're going to call it, gifting, super subs, whatever. You can have it on your channel. So today we're going to have a look at some of the nuts and bolts of it. Also, some additional content you can watch after the stream, which I will tag at the end of the video, will be the YouTube creators or the YouTube's own instructional video on gifted memberships or membership gifting. Yeah, it's a mouthful. But we're going to look at the article that my good mate Jensen, I call him a good mate because it seems all the articles I refer to on my channel are from Jensen. He's a community manager at YouTube, talking about today's expansion of channel memberships gifting or gifting memberships. I still really want to call them super subs, I'll tell you. All right, let's jump to the article and we'll read the key points out word for word. Of course, I mentioned it's from Jensen. Hi creators, great news. Starting today, all eligible monetizing creators have access to membership gifting. Woohoo! To be eligible for memberships gifting, your channel must turn on channel memberships. Of course, if you're a monetizing creator, you have access to channel memberships. You may not have turned them on or set them up. That's a whole other video, which I'm hoping to make in the future. So stay tuned for that. Secondly, you need to add names for each of your channel membership levels, and at least one of the pricing levels of your channel memberships needs to be $5 or lower. Based on your feedback, we also recently added the ability for you to purchase gifted memberships on your own channel without having to be an existing member. Try this out on your next stream by gifting a couple of memberships to your community. So that's a pretty cool feature. You as a streamer could say, hey, I'm going to give away 10 gifted memberships right now, and you drop them on your stream live for people to be able to receive. We'll talk about how the receiving thing works in just a second. Now, there's a couple of Q&As that Jensen wanted to include, but before we hit that, please note here, we are still continuing to work on other features and functionalities to improve the memberships gifting experience. So stay tuned for more updates. This isn't done, they're going to continue to tweak it, but they're confident enough in what they've already got to make it available to everyone. Let's look at the some of the FAQ questions here, because there's some interesting quirks. I'm going to call them quirks in regards to gifted memberships or membership gifting. First one is, what happens to unredeemed gifts on a live stream or a premiere? Remembering that you can only run these at the moment on live streams or premieres, where you basically have a live chat. In some cases, there may be more gifts purchased than there are eligible viewers to receive them. When that happens, if at least one gift is redeemed, either by the viewer on the live stream or off the live stream, you'll earn a full share of revenue from the transaction. We're working on increasing the number of ways viewers can opt in to be eligible for gift memberships. For example, an opt-in link you can share with your community. We'll share more about these features soon. There's two ways I've got that working at the moment. One is a pop-up in the chat that pops up and says, hey, this gifted membership's available. Do you want to be eligible to get one? Which is cool if you're in the chat and you're live. The other way they've introduced it is if somebody goes and clicks the join button for channel memberships on your channel and isn't signing up, they have an option in there as well to opt in to receiving a gifted membership or a gift membership. Next question. My viewers are telling me they don't see an option to allow gifted memberships. So this carries on with what I was just discussing. There are two ways for viewers to allow gifted memberships on your channel, from the live chat or from the join button. And they go into more details and how that goes through there, which I will skip because I just sort of covered that briefly. Let's jump to the bottom. If viewers have tried those options and still aren't seeing any allow gifts option, they may be using a brand account. This is one of the quirks. Brand accounts aren't eligible for receiving gift memberships. Viewers can check if they are using a brand account through the steps here. In most cases, people who are purely viewers of channels that aren't creators themselves are probably on a personal account, and this won't be an issue. But this might actually happen if your community has a percentage of other creators, and so they might have set up their channel that they're viewing on under a brand account, which is a Google account. And if that's the case, they can't receive gifted memberships. So hopefully they get that resolved in the future, because that's a bit of a bummer. And the third and final Q&A question, or FAQ question I should say, from Jensen is, my viewer got a refund, what happened? If at least one gifted membership is claimed, then you receive the full revenue recognized after the 70-30 creator YouTube split. If no gifted memberships are claimed, then the viewer gets a full refund. So if somebody drops, say, 5 gifted memberships on your stream, and there's nobody in the stream to receive them, they don't have the allowed gifted memberships turned on so they can receive it automatically. If YouTube can't give any away to the people who are there because they're not eligible for some reason, then YouTube will make sure that person gets a refund, because they couldn't give it out. They'll give it time, of course, for that to happen. I don't know the time frame, but I would assume, this is me assuming, and you know what they say about assuming, and what I suggest is probably what will happen is that they may stay available till the end of the stream. So if people gift them early, people might come in and can claim them along the way. The question is to you, do you have questions about gifted memberships and maybe something that we can address on this channel? So I'm going to open up the comments below right now, anytime during the rest of this video. Let me know if you have question marks about membership gifting, and put it in a comment, and I'll see if I can do a video where I address as many of those questions as possible. So make sure you drop them in the comments. As I mentioned before, if you want to get more information about gifted membership right now, there's a video from the YouTube creators channel that put it out, and I'm going to put that in the corner here. If you want to check my earlier video about the YouTube gifted memberships beta when it was first announced, I'm going to put that right here. So you can check either two. You watch that one or you watch that one. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later.
Subscribe to Doug Hewson YT for more tech or content creation.